Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. I thought I should share with you, excluding the semi-annual sale and the 749 sale from Bath and Body Works, because I would like to include those fragrances in the next year haul. I thought let's talk about the best purchases that I have done this year and show you everything that has really won my heart and the fragrances that are very close to my heart. So it is going to have perfumes and body mists both. So without wasting any more time, let's roll the intro. Let's start with the one that I have been super duper impressed with and has completely taken my heart this year is Love Child Musaba's Antigon Decaf. This is a beautiful borderline gourmand fragrance which has the notes of caramel and coffee along with cardamom, basil, and black pepper, and then some lactonicness from the coconut milk and beautiful notes of sage in it and a little bit of rose. There is so much going on. If you want to go in the depth of reviews, you can definitely watch my individual review video on this. So this borderline gourmand fragrance, which is like a completely different take on a tropical fragrance kind of a thing in here, has completely taken my heart. It is sweet, it is oriental and then tropical at the very same time, and it just comes off as a very unique fragrance to me, and I'm loving this one. Not discussing too much about this, moving on to the next one. The next perfume that has been a huge success in my collection this year has been Police Shock and Scent. This is a dupe for Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier, and also in my personal opinion it is more close to Scandal by Night, and it's a super sweet, like, oh my god, honey dripping on tuberose flowers kind of a fragrance, which has a bit of patchouli and is like a super sweet but still a little fresh kind of fragrance, which is so long lasting, and it has been such a successful purchase because this fragrance can go on you for 2 days, and I absolutely enjoy this one in the winter time. But it is not a summer appropriate fragrance at all. It's a winter sweet, just like Scandal. So yeah, amazing purchase and totally worth the money that it is for. Same goes for Masaba's Antigon Decaf, because that is also worth the money since it is long lasting and super projective. Two amazing and beautiful purchases this year from Zara, because this year I did just one haul from Zara. I did not buy any Zara perfumes until the end of the year, and two very successful purchases from Zara have been Fabulous Sweet and Deep Garden. Deep Garden is a dupe for, let me just keep that out of the way. So this one is a dupe for Carolina Herrera Good Girl, and this is such a beautiful and very close take on Carolina Herrera. If given a choice, I would any day pick this as a dupe for that fragrance, and I am super impressed with this. I myself am putting this on here and there on myself because I'm liking it so much. The other fragrance that I personally have been using, because I don't know, I have this thing for sweet fragrances and I really like sweet fragrances, and I also picked this one up because of its name. It's Fabulous Sweet. So I did not have anything at all in my mind when I was buying this, but when I received it, I realized that this fragrance is so similar to, which is another purchase of this year and a very successful purchase of this year. I just want to mention that is Signorina Misteriosa from Salvatore Ferragamo. So it is like a lighter version of this and long lasting on its own according to Zara standards. So it can easily give you around 6 to 8 hours. But Signorina Misteriosa is on another level. It is very long lasting and it is even sweeter and denser and powdery than Fabulous Sweet. So Fabulous Sweet is more like this fruity sweet powdery fragrance with a bit of muskiness that all Zara fragrances or the musky Zara fragrances have, which I'm not personally a huge fan of because that just chokes me out. That muskiness chokes me out, which is kind of missing in this one. But if that does not matter to you, and if you do not have any allergic reactions to certain things like me, then instead of buying Signorina Mysteriosa, you can definitely buy Fabulous Sweet and Smell Like this very warm, welcoming, and inviting person, and very sweet, fruity, powdery vanilla kind of a fragrance that it will give off on you. So if this is something you are eyeing and you do not want to spend that amount of money on this, go for Fabulous Sweet. But my personal pick, not because this is a designer or anything, but because the quality on this is definitely far, far, far better, and it is more long lasting, I would any day pick this one. This is a fruity, like a berry fragrance in the opening. It has the, I think, the blackberry or the blueberry note in the opening, and has this, bubble gummy note to it. And then it dries down to a super powdery, super sweet vanilla, which is very beautiful, super feminine, super welcoming, and kind of a perfect sweet and nice first date kind of a fragrance, or just going on a date kind of a fragrance. It comes off as a little on the younger side to me because of that bubblegummy note. It's not a very mature grown-up woman's fragrance. It's more like a young girl, but taking her dating life very seriously and looking into, like future perspectives or something, something like that, and wants to portray herself as like very involved in that date, and want to be very welcoming to the other person, and wants to portray that, yes, I am here for you and I really want to take things seriously forward. So, that kind of vibe I get from it. I really like this fragrance. I am not saying that Fabulous Sweet is any not good or anything. It's just a lighter version for me, but my personal preference is this. But this is a little too sweet and a little too heavy for the summertime, so it's more of a pleasant day or a winter day kind of fragrance for me. This you can definitely carry and wear for the entire year. Next up, I have a sexy one for you, and that is Guess Seductive Noir. This also has been such a great purchase of this year. I love this fragrance. This is not like my go-to everyday fragrance, but this is my unique smelling and classy smelling kind of fragrance. So this has the notes of iris and orchid, if I'm not wrong. So basically it has this purple floraliness in the opening, which transitions into a plasticky cosmetic kind of fragrance, which comes off as a very polished and sexy woman, and then sits into a powdery vanilla later on. So all those things in the top come down to the base, and then everything mixing in and making it a very, very unique blend in here. And this is a straight up dupe of Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, because I had this already and I tried Mon Guerlain on the airport, and that's when I realized that this is so close. Definitely not as refined, but it is, for the price, a very, very refined fragrance and very well blended fragrance. So all those mature, sexy women out there, if you're eyeing a unique kind of sexy and nighttime and that kind of fragrance, do not miss out on this. This has been such a beautiful purchase of this year for me. A very affordable purchase and a very successful purchase that I would call it is Plum Body Loving Hawaiian Rumba. I do not like the body mists on Plum. I would not suggest you to buy any of the body mists because they are very plasticky. They are not good quality, but the perfumes are so good, and like they are great quality wise for the price. And even if you have to gift them or you have to buy them for your own self, you will not hesitate because the quality is very good for the price basically. So Hawaiian Rumba is a very sweet pineapple-y and very tropical kind of fragrance, and it has vanilla. Oh, it's nice. Let me read out the notes to you on this because I've completely forgotten. It's a fruity cocktail which has vanilla and gardenia in it, so it's a floral, sweet and vanillic, but a pineapple-y fragrance. I do smell a lot of pineapple in here, and you can see how much I have used this. Even after having so many fragrances and so many tropicals, I have still used Hawaiian Rumba so much. Always spoken so highly of this. I'm super impressed with this fragrance. It gives a decent longevity of around 3 to 4 hours. Nothing more than that, or maybe just 3 hours. But for the price, you're not losing on anything. And if you're on a budget and if you want to smell nice and fresh and sweet and tropical and girly, because this is like a teenager or a young girl or a girl in her early 20s wearing a very fruity kind of tropical fragrance and is enjoying a beachy vacation kind of a fragrance, really like it. Amazing fragrance, must consider it. I do like the other ones in this line as well. You can watch my complete review on this, but the one that really stands out to me and has really won my heart in the entire range is Hawaiian Rumba. Another fragrance that I was not expecting to win my heart this much is Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. I am so glad that I got this small decant or a travel size in it, and it's kind of convenient, guys. You know, it's not possible for me to be using up so many fragrances and then finishing them up, so I'm kind of finding the 50 mls or the 20 mls more convenient to stock and buy and use. So I do not need too many sprays of this, also because I layer it with Dark Kiss from Bath and Body Works, which also has the very similar vibe like this one. So if you don't want to buy this for any reasons, I would suggest that you buy Dark Kiss and you will find a similar kind of fragrance like this one. Similar vibe, not exactly a dupe, but yeah, similar kind of fragrance. It's a sweet, green, vanilla, sexy patchouli fragrance with some berry note in the top. I do not exactly remember. I think it's blackberry. I know that this also has a berry note in the opening, but this is on the younger side. This is like a grown-up woman and she's sexy and she's a businesswoman. But this is, in my opinion, is a very versatile fragrance, and it's just long lasting and very versatile. Be it a business meeting, be it a sexy date, be it a party, be it a vacation, you can just carry this fragrance and you will be sorted. So this is the kind of vibe that this has, and I'm loving this fragrance. I always keep it in my bag that I always take along, so whenever I have to touch up my fragrance, I always put this one on. Another thing that is in my bag is In the Stars body mist. So yeah, just telling you guys some extra information. One more fragrance that I actually did a collaboration with and would like to mention again, because sometimes what happens is that you guys think that because it's a collaboration, she is speaking good things about this fragrance, but I had clearly told them that if at all I like your fragrances, only then I will talk about your fragrances. Otherwise, there's absolutely no chance I'll talk about you. So Fragranote Flower Power. I do not like the vanilla woods that much because that's a fresher vanilla, and you know I like my vanilla woody fragrances to be sweet and dense and, you know, all about winters. So that one is not my favorite, but for the price, the quality that you're getting in here, it has the freshness of florals, but still it is a nutty and sweet, powdery, warm fragrance. It has amber, it has almonds, and okay, so it is not even like Scandal, or it is not even like Elisab's Girl of Now, but somehow a few notes in this, especially the base notes of this, are kind of similar with Hypnotic Poison, if I am not wrong. Yeah, I'm believing it is kind of somewhere inspired. I'm not claiming anything on that because it has been a very long time I tried Hypnotic Poison. So I just find this to be a very beautiful fragrance. It's not super projective or super long lasting. Let me just put it out there. It can, if you overspray this, it can give you hardly 4, maximum of 5 hours of longevity, that to kind of a skin scent. It projects for the first 1.5 hours quite a lot, but then kind of sits close to skin. But for the kind of presentation that this has, and the packaging and the wooden cap and the quality of fragrance, it's so good. And if I would have purchased it with my own money, I would not have been disappointed at all. And yeah, it's a great fragrance to consider. So if you're looking for something nutty with a bit of floralness, which is kind of lifting it, vanillic and nutty, powdery, warm fragrance, do consider this one, which is Flower Power from Fragranote. They are very much available on, I just want to put it out there, okay? So they're very much available on Amazon in very low prices, like 990 rupees or something. I will leave a link for you guys. Moving on to the body mists now. Out of the entire range of Bisect body mists that I bought, I really liked Very Vanilla, which is a sandalwoody vanilla fragrance, which is not super sweet. It has this creamy sandalwood in the base, which is kind of adding a very fuzzy woodiness to it and a slightly powdery fuzzy woodiness with a bit of sweetness from the vanilla. Very beautiful, very, very soothing, calming kind of modern fragrance. Nothing traditional about it at all. This is a very, very modern vanilla fragrance that you will come across, and you will enjoy it a lot if you like that kind of fragrances. And the other successful one that I picked up was the Cocoa Vanilla, which is a straight up dupe of LA Saab's Girl of Now. Amazing fragrance, super sweet. All the sweetness that I could never get from LA Saab, I get it in here, and it is so similar to Elisab's Girl of Now. So all those who cannot find Elisab, because I think it has been discontinued in India, or I don't know what is going on with Elisab. I have absolutely no clue, because it is very much available in the physical or offline stores like Parcos, but it's not available online anywhere at all. So if you're looking for that kind of fragrance, either grab this one. This will also last you around 8 hours. But if you want a stronger version of it, then go for EDPs, as because they also have EDPs, so you can go for that. Another very, very successful and very impressive purchase of this year, which was just 399 rupees, is Armaf High Street Fragrance Body Mist. I just bought it out of the curiosity of the kind of fragrance that it is, but I was never expecting it to be this impressive. This is a classy, citrusy and floral fragrance. For some reason, because of that kind of fresh sweetness that it has in the background along with all these notes, I am so impressed with this, and I just find it to be a very classy summer fragrance, and it's high class. It's high class. That's why probably they call it high street. So yes, very, very impressive and very beautiful summertime fragrance, which is very long lasting. For 399 rupees you get a fragrance which is super long lasting, and it is 250 ml. Can you believe it? 250 ml of juice in here just for 399 rupees. The prices might keep on fluctuating from what I bought, but it won't go any higher than 500 rupees for sure. I'm pretty sure about that. The fragrances that have made a special place in my heart from Victoria's Secret are definitely Bare Vanilla Decadent and Bare Vanilla Untamed, because you know me, I love a sweet fragrance. I love a sweet and dense vanilla. So these two are definitely making a place in my heart more than the original Bare Vanilla, because the original Bare Vanilla is like a white sugary sweet fragrance. These are more like the brown sugary sweet and denser and richer kind of fragrances. I am loving these, but if I compare these two, I would any day go for Decadent, because it has this, you know, woodiness, sweet woodiness in the background. And now I'm also realizing that it has this kind of a bit of smokiness to it, very, very slight bit smokiness, which is amazing. But I know that this is not available, and I don't know when it is going to get back in stock, or whether it is ever coming back or not. So just mentioning, I know I said that I will not include anything from my new haul, but if you're looking for something like this, do consider Fireside Flurries from Bath & Body Works, and you can watch my 749 sale haul for more details. But I just want to say that they have a very similar vibe. This is like a lighter, fluffier version of Bare Vanilla Decadent, and not as sweet as this one. This is like slightly less sweet and slightly fluffier because of the lavender. Loving this fragrance. Another Victoria's Secret fragrance that has completely won my heart, and I never thought that I would like it this much, is Blackberry Fizz. And this is a beautiful berry, like sugared berries, and then a lot of soda poured onto it, like a very fizzy, fresh fragrance for the summertime. I love it. I reach out for this so much in the summertime. I just love this fragrance. It has this, you know, cold and icy feel to it, like berries, sugar, soda, and a lot of ice. That's what is going on in here, and just love this fragrance. Starting off with the Bath & Body Works fragrances, there are a few that have really made a place in my heart and are just very close to my heart. Though I have bought so much from Bath & Body Works this year, I have gone crazy over that, but there are still a few that have really, really impressed me. The first one is Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower. Such a beautiful, pulpy and fleshy floral with kind of a fresh and some kind of soapy or shampooiness in the background, mostly the soapiness with a lot of smoothness to it, and a lot of, you know, this pulpy feel to it, which is beautiful. It is also sweet. So in my opinion, it's such a beautiful take on a tropical fragrance, which is fruity and just beautiful, just beautiful. That's all I want to say. And I have a backup of this one. I have talked about this one a trillion times on my channel, so I'm not gonna drag it even more. And moving on to the next one, which is strawberry pound cake, another fragrance that I have mentioned so many times. So it has the notes of shortcake and strawberry. It is a true gourmand kind of fragrance, the first ever fragrance that came off as such a true gourmand from Bath and Body Works in India. But still, it is a little fresh. It's not like your warm cake kind of fragrance. It's more like cake but freshness of strawberries. So it has this, muskiness to it, and it has this fresh strawberry note to it, which is kind of yummy in itself. So I'm not claiming that this is your warm cake fragrance, but it's more like your fresh cakey fragrance, which is super impressive and super beautiful if you want to smell like cake and smell like strawberries. The next one, which you would not expect but is the one I'm really liking for like going out and stuff, and that is whipped berry meringue. This is a beautiful berry creamy kind of fragrance, which is kind of shampooy in the background. So this was in the brunch collection. I am really impressed with this one, guys. The notes on this are fresh berries, whipped sugar, and fluffy vanilla. It's really beautiful. I just feel that among the shampooy fragrances, if you are a berry fragrance lover and you're a sweet fragrance lover, this will come off as a very smooth, fresh berry and creamy kind of fragrance to you. And I just love it, guys. Every time I layer this and the cream, I just fall in love with this again and again, and it has really impressed me in the entire line, so I really like it. Next up, I have Goes Without Saying in the Stars. This is my most favorite fragrance from Bath and Body Works. I love it. I enjoy it so much. I can grab this any time whenever I don't know what to put on. I just put this one on. It's a fluffy, cloudy, sweet, herbally fragrance. Won't talk too much about it because, again, a fragrance that has been featured in so many videos already. But just want to say that this has been a great successful buy for me for sure. And wrapping up with the last one, which is Fairy Tale from Bath and Body Works, and this is a beautiful orange blossom, pomegranate, and vanilla bean fragrance. It might come off as a strong and sharp fragrance if you really put your nose to the nozzle or where you have sprayed it, but it is a very different take on a floral and a fresh fragrance. It's a dupe for YSL Libre original, not the intense one, but the original one, which was first launched. In the air, it's a very beautiful, sweet, but fresh, but kind of smooth vanilla fragrance. It is different when you put your nose to it, and it is different in the air for sure. So I love it in the air, and I love the way it smells. I just enjoy it so much. I'm all the way halfway down with this. I have used it so much and I have enjoyed it so much. It is such a beautiful fashionista, mature woman kind of fragrance, like somebody 22 or 25 above and taking her fashion game very seriously, or like a model or something. So that is the kind of vibe I get from this, and it's a beautiful fragrance. And wrapping up this video right here and wishing you guys a happy 2023, which is about to come. I hope I will be able to post this video before 31st of December 2022, and I would like to wish you a lot of success and love and happiness for the coming year. And I love you guys. I just can't say that enough. And I love you for the support, and I love you for always coming back and being appreciative of what I do. Thank you so much. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did, and if you've bought anything from my recommendation, you have to tell me in the comment section below. It just makes my day when you guys come and share with me that you have bought anything with my recommendation. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.